So the Pacific Championships competition is here and we get a massive opening contest for the first game. Australia versus Samoa, a rematch of the Rugby League World Cup final. Now in that contest, the Australians got themselves to win 30 points to 10. In this game though, it could be a whole different story. Both sides having quite a few debuts, exciting lineups. We will be looking through at them. In this video, we will start with the Australians. They are the home side at number 1. It will be James Tedesco, and he is also the Aussie skipper. A very handy player to have at fullback. We saw him in State of Origin and the NRL going head-to-head with now his teammates in this Pacific Championships competition. At number 2, it is Dylan Edwards making his Kangaroos debut. An exciting player with a bright future. He can get it right here. Number 3, it is Hamiso Tabai Fidel, also making his Kangaroos debut. Number 4, Katoni Staggs. So a lot of new names in this Australian lineup, up against a young Samoan side as well. This is going to be a perfect competition to see what these young players can do as we head towards that next Rugby League World Cup. Of course, only a couple of years away. At number 5, it is Selvin Cobbo, with number 6 being Cameron Munster, who had a brilliant State of Origin series also throughout the NRL. Really does do well as that playmaker. I believe for the Aussies, if he can set up some of those men on his outside, it will be a very successful day. Number 7, they've gone with Daly Cherry Evans. Now that is due to the injury that we saw of Nathan Cleary recently with his knee. Means that he won't be available for this contest. But Daly Cherry Evans still a very strong option for the Australians. At number 7, number 8, the big man Payne Haas. Number 9, they have gone with Ben Hunt. They're wanting to work well with the back line. I believe the Australians will try and play a relatively fast pace here up against the Samoans, try and tire them later on. But as we know, that Samoan side, quite a few Panthers players in there recently, taking out the NRL Championship, so I'm sure they will be up for the task. Number 10, it is Tino Fasua Malaawi. Number 11, Cameron Murray. And number 12, Liam Martin. All players have been in some great form throughout the NRL. And then at number 13, to close out the Aussie starting lineup, it is Isaiah Yeo. Looking through at the interchange players, Harry Grant. And number 14, number 15, Lindsay Collins. And number 16, Patrick Carrigan. Number 17, Ruben Cotter. And number 18, Nico Hines. And then the last player in the Aussie side, it is Jake Travojevic to close out what is a very strong Kangaroos squad for this contest. Looking through at the Samoans. Now, like I mentioned, they want to try and get their redemption from that Rugby League World Cup final. It's crazy to think that that game did actually happen almost a year ago, but it's been a long time coming for these two sides to be back out there on the field facing each other, and this game should be a very entertaining one for the Samoans. Quite a few changes compared to what we did see in their Rugby League World Cup final. Starting off at number 1, it is Sualauvi Fa'alongo. It is the experience of Tedesco going head-to-head with the youngster and Fa'alongo, so I'm looking forward to seeing who gets the better when those two go head-to-head. At number 2, it is Murray Tuolangi making his debut for the Samoans, an absolutely awesome player. I have a feeling that if the ball gets out to him, if he gets any sort of space, we could see him crossing the try line relatively early in this game. Number 3, Isaac Tago, one of the many Panthers representatives in the Samoan lineup. And then at number 4, young Tonu Maipea as the other centre. Number 5, they've gone with Brian To'o. Now throughout the season, he's had a little bit of a roller coaster. Some good games, some not so good. Throughout that State of Origin series, we didn't really see him enough for the New South Wales side, but I'm hoping throughout these games of the Pacific Championships, he will be able to step up, have a very strong competition. Number 6, they have gone with Stephen Crichton. So he has played a little bit in the centres, but due to the injury that we have seen of Jerome Luai, it means that there is a change for Crichton, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do here. Number 7, it is Dejan Azi, and he is also on debut for Toa Samoa in the forward pack. Number 8, they have gone with Stefano Yatoi Kamanu on debut for Samoa. Number 9, also on debut for the Samoans, Gordon Chan Kum Tong. The two young players at 8 and 9. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Number 10, Junior Paulo, and he will be the captain for Samoa. A tank of an individual, runs the ball hard, and should be able to put in a couple big hits along the way as well. Number 11, it is Luciano Leilua. Number 12, Connolly Lamelu, also on debut for Samoa. And then number 13, to close out the starting side for the Samoan team, it is Keenan Palacia. So that is their starting side. Looking through at the interchange players, the one looking to have a real impact in this contest later on in the fixture. Number 14, Spencer Leniu. Number 15, it is Terrell May on debut. And number 16, Hailim Lukin. Number 17, Ronald Volkman. And then also at number 18, there is Royce Hunt with a few other spare players just in case there are any injuries as we get closer to the start of this game. But it will be kicking off at 10 p.m. on Saturday night. Game taking place in Townsville and should be an awesome way to start up this Pacific Championships competition. Now, I will mention New Zealand. They do have the bye for this first week, but they will have their contest next week. So, of course, eagerly awaiting to see who wins this game between the Kangaroos and Toa Samoa here. But thank you all very much for tuning in. We will be live on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel doing the commentary. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. The link is in the comments, so be sure to check that out. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all for the next one.